Frog Forest.
I wonder what the theme of this level will be.
You got a little naming in these levels. Just put two nouns together and there you go.
Sort of like a parody of Sonic, actually.
Uh,
The theme of the level of Frog Forest is Robotnik bots.
and forests.
Yeah. Hey, look! It's a toad thing, frog.
I will say this is the first when I started using my HD PVR for this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like from part 1 onwards, or?
No, this part onwards.
Okay. It's hard for me to
I can't
tell.
remember. I can't remember if I did parts 1 through 4 with the PVR, but so the quality looks completely different in this one. I can't remember whether or not I actually changed some things.
It does look cleaner, I'll give you that.
And look, the giant frogs look like froggies because budget.
Oh god, let's keep Big out of this level. We'll never leave. Yeah.
Just get rid of him, please, Sega. Aaron Weber, please get rid of Big. I just no.
Well, he's like not in any Sonic game anymore, so it's fine.
For some reason, he was in Sonic and Secret Rings somehow.
At this point, he's kind of just relegated to cameos, which is probably where he should stay.
Just a model in Generations. Doesn't get a level dedicated to himself.
Well, hey, that's good, right? Ah, what is this?
It's physics.
I don't understand how that made sense.
Neither do I. This level doesn't make sense. It's got a really good skybox from Google Maps.
How big is this fucking forest?
It's...
Are we floating in the sky?
When are we not floating in the sky? When?
But we're in a forest. That implies that we're in a forest. This isn't a forest.
Well, that's one big fucking tree.
It looks like a mushroom.
Mushroom tree.
This isn't Mario.
Yeah, well, those mushrooms, Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I
got a Team Blast. You already had a Team Blast.
They need to bring back JPEG skyboxes.
Do they still have that, or is it PNGs?
I don't know. Whatever the case is, I just want a static picture as a backdrop for a level in the new Sonic games. Not Sonic Boom, in a new Sonic game.
Well, what the hell Sonic Team's working on for next year?
What the hell are you... What is this thing doing?
I have no clue, believe me. Later you'll see. It just completely goes batshit later for me. I really cannot describe what happens later. Well,
as I...
I thought I was gonna die then.
As I said at the end of the last part, the voice acting in these games, in this game specifically, has gotten both better and worse. Because some actors have improved, and some have kind of stayed the same, and some, like,
been replaced.
They improved so much that they didn't even get good. Which is weird to say.
Sonic has been like, this is the top LD, then plotting at Jason Griffith. In which case, people complain about Jason Griffith. Compare his voice in Sonic X Episode 1 to Unleashed. And even in Unleashed, he had a fucking cold, so...
But here's the thing. Scott Dreer as Knuckles is probably my favorite voice actor in this entire game. Because he has so much energy as Knuckles. And that's something that's sorely lacking from Knuckles, apart from actually having Knuckles as a character. It's just
Dan Green is just Dan Green.
Dan Green it was hard to not hear his voice, and that's why I didn't believe that it was Knuckles. Which, I know, it's a weird thing to start complaining about voice actors for Sonic, like it's a big deal, but sometimes the voice actor, you can't really disassociate from the character at some point. It's why I kind of am still not I'm still not really into the whole Kiefer Sutherland as Big Boss. It's just, you can't associate the character with anyone else. And Scott Dreer for me was kind of the quintessential Knuckles. He was just kind of he had that right sense of complete stupidity, but also sheer strength.
It's. I have no idea why they keep changing it, but it's like they do get these actors do get new actors get played samples of the previous work to actually work off of. But most of the time it's like, okay, it's supposed to be like sampled, or you just did it your own fucking way.
Yeah. I mean, there is one exception to the rule, and I think Dean Bristow and Mike Pollock both have very good takes on Dr. Robotnik, and I could hear both either and not feel any weird things with that.
He's a fun guy to be with. He really is.
Is he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think both him and Dean Bristow did a good job of interpreting the character in different ways. Not that interpreting the character of Dr. Robotnik is anything special. Hey, are we actually in a fucking forest?
I think we're in a swamp.
Okay, at least it's on the ground. That's different.
I can't remember what level's called in this.
I can't even recall a time where we've been on the ground.
Seaside Hill.
No, we were above the ocean.
No, in the beginning of Seaside Hill, we're on the ground.
Are we? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the ground in a long time.
I get used to it. It's never coming back.
That's a weird thing to note about this game. You're rarely on the ground. You're always hanging in the sky on these roads with arrows because you're stupid and you don't know where to go.
Try playing Fez. I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue where I'm going in that game.
Is Fez good or bad?
It's.
Is it too indie for me?
Depends if you like cave story and puzzles.
I probably like Cave Story, but I don't know if I'd like. I don't know if I've ever liked a puzzle indie game because they all seem to get sort of pretentious.
It is one of the most unique puzzle platformers you'll ever fucking play in your life. But at the same time, fuck, where the hell do I go? Because it gives you no fucking clue other than find these golden cubes. That's your only goal. And even then, you'll go for one area, find another area. You'll forget the fucking main story, for lack there is.
Is there any significance with frogs in Japan?
I have no idea.
How
the fuck did I miss?
I thought that was intentional.
I have no idea what.
But no, there has to be something related to frogs in Japanese lore.
I can't recall.
They must control the rain over there. Yeah. Shit. By the way, Knuckles says shit rock. You'll never unhear it now.
I can't remember what. There was actually a song Sonic CD actually sounds like it's saying something rude.
That actually reminds me now. Ryan Drummond actually, like I said, he gives like the best worst performance of his entire career with this one.
Sometimes
it's not as...
when he's shouting, it doesn't sound like he's shouting, but what he does, that does sound like Sonic.
It's not like his Dreamcast days where all across the board Ryan Drummond was just turning in really odd and bad performances. Because now I think they actually got a voice director for this game, and he knows how to act.
Who went on to voice Rooster Bat?
Did she?
She did.
This is the girl from the newer the modern ones, right?
No.
Or the one for which one? 4Kids or new one?
No, the voice director for Adventure 2, and I think Heroes.
She's the voice director?
Rooster Bat, yeah.
How did she get such a big jump in quality? The first two adventure games are terrible. Terrible good, but I mean...
No, she did. She was the voice direction for the unionized cast, which is this.
So she was directing these guys on how to act their lines, right?
As well as her own for Rooster Bat.
How the No, because you're telling me Adventure 1 was directed by Rouge the Bat.
Yes.
In terms of the English. She must not have been very good, because that game has the worst voice direction I've ever heard. But it's funny.
when you actually direct voice acting for a game series that had no voice acting, for a game that which also had Japanese lip syncs, what the fuck could you do?
Yes, okay, you got a point there, but I don't know. It feels like someone who didn't speak English told them how to direct their lines in Adventure and Adventure 2.
See, but that sounded like a grade school performance.
I wonder how long she had been doing it up until then, because I can't imagine someone with at least a few years of experience under the belt could mess up a game that bad, even with all the, even with even with all the handicaps, like the Japanese lip syncing and stuff. I can't imagine someone worth their salt with voice directing could still make voice directing seem that bad in that game. Again, it's funny, just not good.
I don't know, 98 or such. I haven't.
Yay,
I landed.
That was almost another unintentional death. Yep. But okay, whatever. I'm done with the adventure thing.
Yeah, now I'm getting chased by an alligator, which is really what the fuck, Sega?
Alligators they must fear alligators in Japan too.
Welcome to Sonic Dundee. That was the worst
That's
joke.
not a knife, Knuckles. This is a knife. Or something.
And then Caliban talks, and I'm just talking shit.
Oh.
That's one of the worst joke in the entire part.
But no.
What were we talking about?
Rouge voice director girl. I like your voice, but man, you really didn't do a great job on those first two adventure games. I hope you're doing good now, though.
There we go, another cutscene and boss fight.
Look, it's that hedgehog.
He's still probably the best at Shadow there is.
What's his name again?
Something Humphrey?
David Humphrey.
That's the one.
Yeah, I think he still gets that hushed, angry performance down. Better than Jason. I gotta shout my lines.
Jason Griffith did his own kind of take on it, which a lot of people do emulate.
And it's pretty.
But compared to the latest one, fuck that guy.
You got this, Sonic.
You got this, Sonic.
You got this, Sonic.
No. Fucking SPO. Fucking Troy Baker. Or Baker. Sounds better as Shadow rather than SPO. Which I still think is funny considering he's actually also the voice of Joker in Batman Origins.
Yes. Is this a vocal song?
Yeah, I have no idea why.
That sounded very...
I have no idea why the first battles have a own theme song, yet the second battles actually have vocal songs.
For the 5 seconds I heard it, it didn't sound terrible.
See you in part 6.
Yeah. More Sonic hijinks.